Okay, so we're going to learn a little bit of Komarna on parshas Ki Tavo. The Komarna discusses the fascinating mitzvah of Simcha in our parsha, right in the middle of the Tochacha. And of course, whenever I mention the Tochacha, I have to mention the beautiful Ramaz, this incredible Ramaz. Ramaz says, a person who goes to shul, hears a Tochacha, nullifies its effects on him. A Gehilah, who they learn the Torah and they're listening to the Tochacha, it has the Segula to nullify all these things that they shouldn't have happen to Jewish people. So that's already, this week is especially worthwhile to go to shul if you possibly can and hear that laning. It's a very important laning. Even else, this school, of course, every laning is very important, but or big things. But this week especially, go to shul, hear that laning if you possibly can. Now, that's number one. Now, right in the middle of Tochacha, we have, says, why would these things come to the Jewish people? It says, Tachas asher loy avadatos Hashem lokecha v'simcha v'tzuv levo v'yokol, because you did not serve Hashem with joy and good-heartedness from an abundance of everything. And there are many ways of learning what this means. What does that even mean? So the Rebbeinu B'chai actually says that's literally a mitzvah. He says we see that there's a mitzvah here, and every mitzvah, there's a doraisa mitzvah that goes along with it of doing it with simcha, because Hashem gave you this commandment, this tzivah, and you have to show that you appreciate it. If you do it like an old, if you do it when you're weighed down in a way that's weighed down, or in a way that you don't feel you're not appreciating it for what it is. You don't see it as an opportunity to connect to Hashem. You see it as a way, something that's dragging you down. Then it's not good. That's what Rebbeinu B'chai says. He says every mitzvah has another mitzvah attached to it, which is the mitzvah of simcha. Someone actually came to Rosh Hashanah one time, and he said, "I don't understand. You learn these halachas, and your halachas about putting on your shoes, and about going to the bathroom, and about all this stuff halachas. It's so it seems very heavy on me. All this halacha, another halacha. Do this, do that. Don't do this. Don't do that. Do this, do that." Rosh Hashanah said, "No, that's not the right way to look at it." He says, Yochanan ben Kasha says, Hashem wanted to give merit to the Jewish people. Therefore, He gave them a multitude, a lot of Torah, a lot of mitzvahs. He said, every mitzvah is another opportunity to connect to Hashem. He said, everyone has to wake up in the morning. Everyone has to put on their shoes and get dressed. When you keep the Shulchan Aruch with it, you're doing a mitzvah with it. It's an opportunity. It's not a oh my gosh, what do I do? It's like, that's not the idea. The idea is, it's an opportunity to connect to Hashem in every way, in every manner, every movement, every instant, every second. Mamish an opportunity. That's a beautiful thing. So that's the first thing to be aware of. That's number one. And every mitzvah has a mamish mitzvah of simcha attached to it. And the reason was very, very warned very strongly about this. You have to do everything with simcha, davening with simcha, learning with simcha. It's all with simcha. And he said it's kimat. Everything depends on that. People wonder. I hear people sneering. Mitzvah gedol is b'simcha tamid. Where do you get that from? Where does it say this mitzvah? Again, Rebbeinu B'chai. It's a doraisa. It's not one of the Taryag, but there's many doraises on the Taryag. Lots and lots. Taryag have certain nafkaminas. What they are, there's major mitzvahs, but there's a lot of doraisa that are not Taryag, and it's super duper important. So the reason that came out, everything depends on that, on simcha. So again, it depends all on your attitude, on how you do, on what you do, and that's really a choice. That's what the Rambam says. You have to be. He says you see that you have it in your hand. We see that we have it in our. It's our choice. Hashem gives it tzivah simple. Okay, especially Sukkot, right? Different other Yom Tov. So we see you have a choice. Simcha or not simcha is a choice. It's an attitude. It's an attitude thing. It's totally a choice. It's my choice. I want to be simcha. I can be simcha. I don't want to be simcha. I don't have to be simcha. It's up to me. So sometimes things come up and they make it very difficult, but it still has to do with my attitude. It has to do with my attitude. We were speaking before that Rabbi Yashiv had a certain person who was a Torah Rabbani, kind of a halachic lawyer, who would do various things, but maybe he was also a regular lawyer as well. And he saw that he was taking a case to heart, people's difficulties to heart, and he said, you're not allowed to do what you're doing unless you can divest yourself, separate yourself, distance yourself from the tzaras people are going through in your case. He said, your heart is kodesh kadoshim of the person. That's your holy of holies. The only thing goes in there is Torah, tefillah, masum Torah. That's it. kedusha. You don't let your heart, nothing else, not breaking your heart. It's not shaykh. Not allowed. Person drags them down. Person can kill themselves. Chas v'shalom. All this stress and these things, cannot let it come to your heart. On the one hand, of course, we have to do what we need to do. A person can say, "Oh, nothing will come to my heart. It's fine. Everything's fine. Sit on the couch. It's all good." Have to also get things done. Do what we're supposed to do. Make sure to learn and daven and do what we're supposed to do as well as we can, in whatever way we can. But on the other hand, not to let things really pull us down. If it pushes to change, good, but not to, certainly not to change. The heart, generally speaking, has to be completely for Torah and Tefillah. That's it. Just connection to Hashem. Hashem is Baruch. That's all. That's what it is. So again, this idea of the simcha, it shares the simcha. The person who's around, he's depressed, he's down. That's not the way to matzliach. It's not hatzlacha. Person has joy, generally speaking, he's happy. I always say the story with Rav Bender. Someone came to Rav Bender, David took Bender, and he said, "What do? Parshas is not working out. I can't seem to make any money no matter what I do." He said, "You're not going to say from Media says that simcha is a school for parnasa. If you're simcha." He's like, "Oh my gosh, there's nothing harder than being with simcha." He's like, "Yeah, but what won't people do for parnasa? People do anything, right? So it's hard, okay? It's harder than standing in this lead, like going months and months. And like, no, it's not harder. It's hard. You do it." And that's really, again, we have to learn. Simcha is a choice, and we have to choose it. It has everything to do with a person's attitude and how we're taking things in and what we're taking things in. The Komarna warns, he says, listen, you have to be very, very careful. First of all, just Bechlal is a beautiful piece of the fact that if there's Shekhinah is inside you and everything you do, the voice of Hashem is like connection and awe, and it has to naturally bring you to Naklas of Simcha. Otherwise, you're disconnecting from what you really are, from where you really are, that's your natural situation. That's one point. But besides that, he says you have to be very careful that when you involve in Torah and Tefillah, he said it can't be a situation. There are people. It says the mission of it says that the workers are lazy. He said the Po'alim are your goof. Your goof doesn't want to do anything. Your goof is lazy. It doesn't want to move. It does the mitzvahs, but no simcha, no tuv levav. Does the mitzvahs, whatever. Puts on tefillin. Listen, it's like your burden. You throw something in the trunk of your car. Chamor l'masa. Something to carry it around. You're carrying this stuff around, these little boxes. Finally done. Good. Take them off. That's not the way you're down. That's not the way it's supposed to be. Right? So that's how he does his mitzvahs. He says, especially mitzvah tefillah, it's so heavy on him. He says he runs in his words like the Chartzana B'Achashverosh and Ashtaranim. Yotzim Vualim, it says by there they were bringing the decree, they're running, rushing. Wow, he's in such a rush to daven. Shoo, boy, oh boy. He says he's davening here, and his thoughts are in Krakow or Badichev. He's like way out of here. He's somewhere else entirely. And that's not okay. To come to a place of simcha. And again, it's slowly but surely working on finding some way of slowing down our brachas, slowing down our tefillas, connecting to Hashem. That's really what it comes down to. That's our test. That's what we need to do. Again, it all has to do with my attitude and what I'm thinking and how I'm thinking. At least a little bit, whatever way. The Bali Musar would say, at least Chatzk would say, at least work on Kriya Shema. It's one pasuk. And the first parshas mastery. That's at least. But whatever a person does is very, very, very important. Very, very chashuv. Very chashuv. Whatever a person does, he wants to be zoche. He has to be zoche to connect to Hashem, to be one with Hashem, and to do what he needs to do. B'simcha. He has to be b'simcha. Simcha. The Maggid says b'simcha is oisus machshava. It has to do with how your thought patterns go, what you're thinking, how you're thinking. That's the question. What am I thinking? How am I thinking? Where's my mind going? Where am I? That's what it comes down to. It's totally, again, the same attitude. Like, I don't let anything drag me down. No worrying, no fear. Nasa says worry is good and guilt is good if it immediately, it's like putting your hand in a hot fire. It's like, don't do that, that's bad. Okay, not bad. But if it's dragging you down and holding you up, it is not helpful. It's not helpful. Sometimes it can be, of course, and the person does tshuva and it comes to a head, he just doesn't want to be that way. There's such a thing. But the general rule is, usually, it is, if it's not immediately helpful, it's not going to be helpful. It's just going to hold you back from doing what you could do. Worry and guilt. So you have to be very careful not to let those drag you down, not to let those take you over. Shashal Pizoicha, to all of Simcha and Kedusha in this special time.